Hey SEO friends, James Slattery coming at you. Tonight's presentation is on SEO Phone Fun. I just wanted to make the background crazy, so I went with the "It's a Jungle Out There" theme. But basically, I wanted to discuss a phone-related, telephone number-related SEO issue that I solved, and want to pass on some other information. So I basically want to do a phone-related SEO scenario, whole video for you. So basically, the scenario that I had was I have 40 new lead gen sites, and they're all firing, and they're all doing okay, and they're all coming out to my cell phone. So every couple of minutes, I get a phone call during the business hours, sometimes on the weekends, and I see this. I see a caller ID, no idea what the heck they're calling about, where they're from, etc. All my numbers are from SignalWire, and because within the context of this video, you're probably going to be interested in SignalWire. SignalWire is 40 cents a month per number. So if you have 10 numbers, it's $4. And if per minute charges for transferring calls, etc., is 0.0095 cents a minute. And it really doesn't add up to much. Put $100 in there and it lasts. So that's all through SignalWire. So customer calls, goes through SignalWire. I get the caller ID. Useless to me. I have no information. I have to ask them everything, and I can't pre-position myself for the call. So ideally what I'd like is for the call to come in, go through SignalWire, and say the geo and the service. So this person's calling from Westchester, and they're looking for website design. Okay, and that's maybe the website that they came from. You could also put the website there that they came from, and that would be the caller ID. So basically, that's what I wanted. And the way SignalWire works things is they use an XML-based scripting language that's very easy to get around, and it's called LAML, LAML. And this is what it looks like. It's real simple. You just copy and paste a script like this, and it forwards the call. And basically, the only thing that you'd be changing is in their default script to forward their number, is you'd be changing the from number in the caller ID, and you'd be changing it over to the actual number of the website, the one that you purchased from SignalWire. And the way that works is the only numbers that you can put in caller ID for their LAML scripts, they have to be either verified through them, so that you have to verify ownership of that number, or they have to be purchased through them. So I utilized the purchase through them. And basically what I did was I have all the calls coming into me without caller ID from the person that's calling the customer, and all the calls come through as if the website is calling me, and I have the websites listed in my phone number and my contacts, with the exact, Westchester data recovery, Westchester SEO, Westchester data, web design, whatever. So, I know the service and geo as soon as I pick up the phone. And it helps to position myself, helps me to prepare, helps me to make decisions and pricing and everything while I'm talking to people. They're looking for estimates immediately, and helps me with all that. So, very worthwhile. The other LAML tricks that are possible. So I messed around with LAML a little bit, and in getting this going, and it is worthwhile to mention that LAML is also capable of say and SMS and a bunch of other things, but those are two of the big ones. So say is able to actually say things via, this is actually in the wrong context. The say, it's able to say stuff to the person calling via a digital voice that's very good, and it's automatic. So, before the call, you could say we are connecting you, or after the call, it can say thank you for calling. The other thing is it can SMS, so it can do text messaging. So, for all my data recovery clients, most of them are going to be shipping me a hard drive to recover the data. So they all want my address. And I can tell them during the call, oh, when you hang up on your cell phone, you're going to get my address. Our system automatically, messages it to you. And with this is where this came from, Image Possible. With this, you can actually have an image. So it automatically sends an address where they ship the drive and an image. Okay. There's many more things that you can do with LAML, and I haven't messed around with all of it. I've already seen a lot of power in it, so it's worthwhile to check it out. And for 40 cents a number, and you can start messing around with it in minutes. It's real good. So that's SignalWire. The other thing to note is that you can do PVA, phone verified accounts, with SignalWire numbers, and you can either have it forward to your cell phone so you get the code, or you can have it just drop it off into the control panel in SignalWire. Real worthwhile. So for 40 cents, you have a number, and you always have that number, so you're not dropping it. You don't have problems re-verifying. You have it, for 40 cents a month. So that's worth checking out. Next, Pat Live. So the other way to handle calls is to have the calls automatically forwarded to a service like Pat Live. These guys are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You forward all your calls to them. You pay a certain amount per month and then per minute. And it's not too bad, the pricing. And you give them a script that you can collect information or pre-qualify your customers. They shoot the information into an email or a web form that could automatically trigger some sort of automation that you have going on your side. Maybe it goes to a Trello board, anything like that. It can go into a funnel from there, whatever. Pat Live, worthwhile way to handle calls. Lastly, for marketing and prospecting, number one, make sure that you check your local laws on this, but ringless voicemails or left voicemails, LVM, ringless voicemail, LVM. So basically what these are, I'm sure many of you have received them. They're voicemails that get dropped onto your phone without your phone ringing. A lot of you may not have realized that exists, but yes, it exists, and these are the services that do it. You give them a CSV of the list of numbers to contact, an Excel spreadsheet, output it as a CSV. You give them an MP3 file where you record it through their service. Some of these even have apps that you can do it right from the app from your phone. So if you want to do a new bomb, boom, press it, it goes out. It gets delivered to the phone without ring. It sits in their voicemail. When they go through their voicemails, they hear your message. You normally pay for successful only. Again, some telemarketing laws in certain areas and states do not allow this. So make sure that before you do it, you're up to date on your legal and you know what's going on as far as what's available in your area. So those are the three things, SignalWire, real good pricing on lines, and the ability to, there's no extra cost to be able to utilize that LAML. Couple of cool tricks that you can do with LAML, and then Pat Live. So hopefully you guys got something out of that tonight. Have a great one, and thanks for the support. Take care. Bye.